coefficient of root q. So I'll have root q is equals to 12 over 3. Remember, this is 3 also. This can go, and this will go. We have 4. So root q is equals to 4. Now, how can we find q? If we want to find q, we'll square both sides. Square. Alright, let's solve this problem on variation. We have p varies. The quantity p varies inversely as the square root of q. When p equals 4, q is 9. Find 1, the relationship between p and q. 2, the value of q when p equals 3. Solution. This is inverse variation, okay? So we have p varies inversely as 1 over the square root. Remember, this is square root of q. Not, there is difference between square root of q and the q square. This is square and this is square root, okay? So remove this variation symbol. We are going to have p equals k over root q. K is the proportionality constant, where k equals proportionality constant. This proportionality constant will help us in establishing the relationship, or you call it the equation of variation. So substituting at p equals 4 and the q equals 9, we have that p here will be replaced. We have k over root 9. Remember, here is 4, so here will be 4 equals k root 9. Okay, so we can have here 4 equals k. Square root of 9 is 3. There is invisible one here. There is invisible one here, and we can easily cross multiply. When we cross multiply, we have 3 multiplied by 4 is equals to k multiplied by 1. Okay, so that 12 is equals to k. Therefore, the value of k is equals to 12. We are going to replace it back in this expression. So we can have p is equal to 12 divided by root q. So this is the relationship existing between the quantities. So this is number 1, and we call it formula or equation of variation. Please, for more on variation, inverse variation, direct variation, joint variation, and combined variation, please check my previous lessons, part 1, part 2, part 3 on variations. Okay, to solve for the value of q when p is equal to 3. Alright, so we just substitute to solve for p to solve for q at p equals 3. That is making q the subject of the formula here. So let's still substitute. I will now have 3 is equal to 12 over root q. Okay, I'll still cross multiply here. I'll still cross multiply because this is 1. When you cross multiply, you have 3 multiplied by root q equals 12. Okay, so that we have 3 root q is equals to 12. Divide through by 3, which is the coefficient of root q. So I'll have root q is equals to 12 over 3. Remember, this is 3 also. This can go, and this will go. We have 4. So root q is equals to 4. Now, how can we find q? If we want to find q, we'll square both sides. Square both sides. Square both sides. Recall, when you have root q like this, is equivalent to q raised to power 1 over 2. So when we square it now, when we square, this q is equal to this. Now, if we square it, we have root q all raised to power 2 like this. This is 4 all raised to power 2. Okay, so that these two now will cancel these two. That is q raised to power 1 over 2 all raised to power 2 equals 16. That is 4 times 4. Alright, so these two can cancel. We now have, therefore, q is equals to 16. Okay, so the value of q is equals to 16. Alright, this is example 2. Let's see how we can find the values of x and theta if this is a right angle triangle. Solution. Okay, now using SOHCAHTOA and the Pythagoras Theorem. Okay, using the two, SOHCAHTOA will help us in finding the value of the angle. Pythagoras Theorem will help us in finding x. Though you can still use this SOHCAHTOA to find both the value here and this angle, right? Okay, let's proceed now. First, to find x, you have that 15 squared is equal to x squared plus 9 squared. That is Pythagoras. Okay, so making x the subject of the formula, x squared will be 15 squared minus 9 squared. Okay, then 15 squared, can we still proceed to have 15 squared is same as 225 minus 9 squared is same as 81. What is the answer? 225 minus 81 4 here, 144. Okay, so to find x, we take the square root of both sides. So x will be square root of 144, which is what? 12 cm. We can now write, therefore, BC is now 12 cm. So what is this BC? This BC is our opposite. Remember, this is our opposite because it's the side facing the given angle. The side facing the given angle. Okay? Whereas this is our adjacent. Please note this. This is adjacent. This is opposite. Okay? And this is our hypotenuse, the longest side. Good. So we are going to use this adjacent, hypotenuse, and opposite to solve for the angle while using SOHCAHTOA. Okay? Alright, let's go. Okay, let's just redraw this diagram here. So we had A, B, C. This is X, which is our 12 cm. Here was 9 cm. And we have here as 15 cm. Okay, so to calculate this theta using SOHCAHTOA, alright, so now to find theta. Okay, now you can use any of this identity. You can use any of this ratio. Okay, yes, you can use any of this ratio. Let's say we are using so, which is sine theta. So is sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse. So substitute. Our theta here is unknown. So we have sine theta is, our opposite here is xcm. Remember, this is our opposite. Okay, so we have 12 cm divided by, then hypotenuse is 15. Good. Alright, so this can still give us 3 here. 3 can go here, we have 4. 3 can go here, we have 5. Okay, so sine theta is equal to 4 divided by 5 will give us 0.8, right? Now to find theta here, theta will now be sine inverse, that is the arc inverse, sine inverse of 0.8, sine inverse of 0.8. So theta will be, so press in your calculator or you use your 4-figure table to find the arc sine. So you have sine inverse of 0.8. This will give us 53.13 degrees. Approximately, I can say therefore, angle BAC, which is this theta, is approximately 53 degrees. That is to the nearest degrees, okay? Now, as I told you, you can still use other ratio, like K, that is under cos theta, or TOA, that is tan theta, or tangent of the angle. So if you want to use cos theta, you make reference to adjacent and hypotenuse. So just take the ratios and find the cos inverse. You will definitely have 53 degrees. Now ask your question if you have any problem here. Alright, remember what we have done. This was inverse variation, and this is trigonometry and the Pythagoras theorem. Okay, check my previous lessons for more. Thank you.